Okay, my name is Matt Vangrood. I'm a student at NDSCS. This is for Biology 220 lab, and my instructor is Dr. Nate Weber. This is my eye dissection practical. Okay, so starting off, what we have here is the optic nerve, which optic nerve is essentially a collection of nerve cells that send information from the eye to the brain. On the outside here, we've got what's called the sclera, which is tough connective tissue that protects the inner structures of the eye and helps maintain the rigidity of the eye. Here we have the cornea, right here. The function of the cornea is to allow light to enter the eye. Normally, the cornea is transparent. However, since this is a preserved specimen, the cornea is cloudy. Here we have the remains of vitreous humor mixed in with some of the aqueous humor. Vitreous humor fills the vitreous body and helps maintain the shape of the eyeball and also holds the retina in place. The aqueous humor is located in between the lens and the cornea and helps maintain the shape of the eyeball. Here we have the lens, right here. The lens focuses light coming in from the pupil and the cornea. On the front side, we have the pupil, which is right about here. The pupil is the opening through which light enters the eye. On the back side, posterior side, we have what's called the zonula ciliaris, around here and in here. All right. You can't see that. And here. The zonula ciliaris are ligaments that suspend the lens. These are what stretch the lens that enable the lens to focus from things near and far. From here, we move on to the iris, which did not fully survive my dissection. When I was cutting the cornea in half, the iris it went with it. The iris is what regulates pupil size. It is also responsible for eye color. Now we can move on to the back half of the eye. Here what we have, here we have the retina, which is a light-sensitive area of the eye. The retina is made up of receptor cells called cones, which are responsible for perception of color, and rods, which are responsible for detecting variances in light intensity. If we follow those nerve cells to where they all converge, right around here, that would be the blind spot. The blind spot is where the optic nerve here enters into the retina. It's called the blind spot because it is insensitive to light. Underneath the retina, here, we have this black area, which is called the choroid. The choroid's function is to bring oxygen to the eye through the use of blood vessels. And this iridescent portion here, which is continuous with the choroid, is called the tapetum lucidum. The tapetum lucidum is associated with nocturnal animals. What it does is reflects available light back onto the retina. As humans are not nocturnal, we do not possess the tapetum lucidum. And then here we have, I wasn't exactly sure where the hyaloid fossa is, but essentially it's in the center of the vitreous body and it also supports the lens. That about does it for my video. Thank you very much for watching.